Hey everyone, welcome back to another Flutter tutorial. Today we are going to design a Flutter Todo app by the use of Hive local storage. Initially, our app is empty. Here you can see no item added yet. Please add the tags. If you click on add icon, open the dialog box, and here you can add your to-do items just like gym for today. And if you click on save, the item is added here. Let's add some item. Here you can see I have added the 3 tags here. If you think you have complete any tags, you make it completable, or you can delete the tags from here and the remaining tags is still there. And even you have things some tags is still required, you can easily add any item from here. By this way we can design a fully functional to-do app by the use of Hive local storage. Let's start the complete video and learn something new in today's video. Let's continue the today's video. I will instruct you from the 0 level. Here you can see I have just created one project with main function and the stateless widget. Inside my stateless widget, here is the home page. In my home screen, I will define the to-do screen. I will create a separate file for this to-do screen and I will just define the stateful widget. Inside this, I will return the scaffold and the output is here. This is just an empty screen and you have already knows that what we are going to do in today's video. We are going to design a to-do app by the use of Hive local storage. First step, we have add the package that we have required for the today's video. Go to the pubspec.yml. Your first step is add the Hive package. You can add the Hive package from anywhere. The best way is the pub.dev. Go to the pub.dev and copy this package and just paste it here. I'll just add the latest version. Here you can see. And after you have added the Hive, second package we have required is Hive Flutter. You can see Hive Flutter, extension for Hive. This is the extension for Hive. We have required this package to make easier to use Hive in Flutter app. You can see the metadata as well. After you have used these two packages, the third package for our Hive is, third and fourth package is Hive Generator and Build Runner. By the use of these two packages, it's make easier to use the Hive. And during I have research, lots of viewers are confused why we have add this Hive and Hive Flutter inside the dependency section and these two packages inside dev dependency section. I'll make it clear. The differences between dev dependency section and the dependency section is, inside the dependency section, we have add those packages which are needed both during the development and in production time. For example, Flutter SDK package like Hive Provider etc. This type of package are used inside the dependency section, which are used both for developer and the user customer. And inside the dev dependency section, we have add only those packages needed during the development for the app. It are not included in the production time. They help automate development tasks such as the generating code, running tests, linting, etc. But they do not directly affect the app during the runtime. In general, you need to know two things. First things is why we have used inside the dependency section and dev dependency section. We have used the package, those packages we are used during the development and both the runtime, and we have is this type of package only required for development purpose. These two packages why we have used. By the use of these two packages, we don't need to define a model class and something other. I think you have clear. After you have add this Hive package, Flutter slidable, we have used this package to delete the tags by using the sliding. After you have add all this package, then you have continue with me. First we have initialize the Hive widget flutter binding dot ensure initialize. After that we make our main function async await and we have defined the Hive here. Hive dot init function. After you have initialized the Hive, we need to open a Hive box to store the to-do list. For this, again use the await keyword hive dot open box. Give the box name. I will give the to-dos. We have store our all data inside this open box, inside this box. After you have initialized the Hive and the open box, then go to your home screen. I'll give my home screen name is the to-do screen. Inside the scaffold, I'll just define the app bar. I'll give the name Flutter Todo App and I'll just save it. Let's change the app bar background color. Background color, I'll define the colors .blue and foreground color is white. After this, inside the body, we need to display our to-do tags. For this, I'll use the list view.builder. Inside the item builder, we have required two parameters. First is context and second is index. I'll return the padding. I'll give the padding edge insert.only 20 from top, 20 from right and 20 from left. Inside this list view.builder, I'll item count. For now, I'll just give the 3. We will make this item count dynamic at later. And child container padding edge insert.all. I'll just give the 15. First, I'll design the simple UI. I'll also give the decoration for container and color is blue and border radius 10. From the every side. After this, we have required the two widget. First, in the left side, we have required the checkbox and in the second, we have required the text. For that, I'll use the row, child, row, children. First is checkbox. Checkbox. I'll put the value initially false and on change, I'll make it empty. Just pass the value. You can see checkbox is already appear. And second is text. And I'll give the name first to do. You can see I've just added the style, text style, font size to 18 and font weight to font weight W500 and I just add the color tends to white. If the text is longer, then it shows the error. For that, we have wrap this text widget inside the expanded. And I'll set flex to 7 and I'll also wrap this checkbox inside the expanded widget and provide flex to 1. After this, the to-do tags even though so much longer, it didn't show the render flex overflow and the tags go to the second line. After this simple UI, next we have add the floating action button here to add the new item. Floating action button, it's take the floating action button. Child, inside this child, we have add the icon. Icon is icons.add. Just save it. You can see the floating action button is appear. Now what does we do is if we click this floating action button, the dialog box is appear here. Inside this dialog box, we have add our to do item. I'll define a function here and give the name create new tags. We have required the show dialog. Inside this builder, we have required the alert dialog. I've set the background color of alert dialog is blue and the content of this alert dialog box. I'll use the size box to give the height. We have used the height to 130. Child, column, children. We have required the text field and two buttons. First, I have designed a simple text field. Text field. Decoration, input decoration. I have used the field tends to true and field color is white. Border, outline input border. We didn't require any border. Border side dot none. And the last things is border radius. We have just required border radius dot circular 15. The last thing that we have required is hint text. Hint text, add a new text. After this text field, we have required the two button. The first is for save and the second is for cancel. I have used the material button and its color is white, and inside this child we have just write the save, and I have copied this button from here and just paste it below and just change the save to the cancel. Inside the save we have add some operation, but for the cancel we have just cancel. For that we have require the navigator.pop context. That's it. And let's add this create new task function inside the floating action button. Create new task. This is not required, and I'll restart the app. And if you click this from here, you can see the dialog box is appear. I'll make this to bottom center, main axis alignment dot center, and I have just added some space between this button. And inside this column I'll again add the main axis alignment dot center, and cross axis alignment is center as well. Let's save it and again open the dialog. Here you can see all the item is in the center. After we have designed the simple UI, let's make it functional. If we have tried to add some text from here, just like hello, if we click on save button, it's need to be appear. Cancel button is already working. Now we make this save button working. First I'll just set the Hive. I'll give the name to the Hive dv dot Hive database dot class. I'll give the class name to to-do app. We have required the list of to-do list, to-do list. And to access the Hive box for storing the to-do list, we need to define the Hive here. My box Hive dot box, and our name is to-dos. Keep in mind the name that we have defined in our main function must be same that we have defined is in this file. We have not displayed from the Hive Flutter, we have just displayed it from the Hive. Just add the Hive, otherwise you face the error. And next things is we have just update the state. For that I'll define the void update data my box dot put the key. For key we have give the key is to-do list and value is from the list. For last we load the data. Void load data to-do list is equal to mybox.get key is to-do list. That's it. This list is for to store the item. This box is to access the data from the Hive, and this is for loading existing data from the Hive box into the to-do list, and this last is update the Hive box with the current state of the to-do list. Now we have defined the save function. Void save task. I forget to define the controller inside this text field. For that I'll define the controller final text editing controller tends to text editing controller. Here inside this text field controller tends to controller. To save the tags, the condition is if controller.text is not empty, then add the item. Let's initialize the Hive here as well. For this, final mybox, just copy this mybox from here and paste it here and import the Hive. Last things is to-do app. I'll just give the name db database tends to to-do app. This is the class that we have defined. If controller.text is not empty, then db.todolist.add from where controller.text, and our initial checkbox is false. And clear the input field after saving the data. .clear. At the same time, also close the dialog after saving the data. Navigator.pop. And if we have add the data, then we need to update this in the UI. db.update. And this add tags function need to call inside the save button. That's it. Now we have updated the UI accordingly. The item count is from db.todolist.length, and the value of checkbox is also from db.todolist index is first. I'll explain you why this index is first. Here you can see during adding the data, we have set the text as a first index and its condition is a second index. In array, first index always be the 0 and second index is 1. That's why we have put its index as 1 and we have put the value index as 0. Just copy it from here and paste it here with index is 0 and remove this const from here. And if you have save it and restart the app, there is nothing. I have just add one thing inside our body, that is db.toList.isEmpty. If there is no any item in our database, then display the text that is no items added at. Please add a tags, otherwise display the items. We have not added any item until now, that's why you have see this. If we have just add item, then the item will be displayed instead of this. And I'll just say the background color will be blue 200. That's it. Let's try to add some item. Add hello and save it. Let's see what happen. Has no significant method. Let's see where we have got mistake. Set object has no instance method. I think we have forget to initialize this. Let's do it. Init state if mybox dot get data. This is to do list equal to null. Then this then only display the print, only display inside the print empty, otherwise load the existing tags from the Hive database that we have added. We have initialize, and let's see some other mistake is there or not. Oh, this is not a curly bracket. This is also a mistake. And let's see some other mistake is there or not. I think that's it. I'll check it. Let's restart and again try to add ABC and save. Here you can see this is the mistake that we have forget to initialize the app, and second things is we have mistakes on there. Instead of this bracket we have used the curly bracket. Let's add the function for this checkbox. Void checkbox operation. You know this is the bool value and index. Set state. Inside this set state, what does we have make it? db dot toList index. Second index is opposite, just opposite of this. What does it mean? Toggle the completion state of the selected task. Toggle this checkbox. Simply, you know this. What the meaning of toggles? Just opposites of the current states. And next is we need to update this db.update. And we have provide this function inside the checkbox. Here is the checkbox. Inside this onChange, we have defined this function that we have created. Checkbox operation, value and index. And I will also change active color to black. Let's see. And let's toggle it. Here you can see. And another things that I have changed is if the user make this task completed, then it changes color and add some line. I'll add this feature inside. Just remove the const from here. db dot to do list index. We have used the second index. If this is not completed, this color is white, otherwise its color is black. You can see. The second thing is in decoration db dot toList dot index 1, then text decoration dot line through, otherwise null. You can see the last things we have required is we have add the delete operation. Let's add some tags for practice. Movie time. If the item is checked, then its color is black. Checkbox color is black, and at the same time the line is appears in the text, just like this. And the last thing is if you have completed the task or there is the mistakenly some task is added, and if you want to delete any task from here, for that we have add the delete operation from here. For this, for the delete operation, there is the popular method that is slidable, that we have already added the package slidable. First add the slidable package that we have already added. It's take the in action pane, and inside this action pane we have motion, stretch motion, and inside the children we have add something for delete operation. I think there is slidable action. There is slidable action on press icon icons dot remove or delete, and the background color is red. Red assets, and border radius tends to border radius dot circular. I think this is 15. Let's see how much we have. 10, the same border radius that we have provided in our container. This is 10. And the last things is we have add the delete operation. For this, set state db.toList.remove it from index. Yeah, I think that's it. And last things is we have update this db.update data. Why every time we need to update this? If you have add some data, then you need to update this in the database. If you have delete the data, then it's required to update in the database. Let's restart. And if you slide it, here is the delete button is appear. And if you click on delete, the item is deleted. Just like this. Let's see the final output. Flutter time, save, adjust YouTube video, the save. As you can see the movie time. If you want to delete it, you can easily delete. If you make it completable, you can do it. By this way, you can create the fully functional to-do app by the use of Hive data storage. This all data is stored until you have uninstalled this app. Let's see. Let's kill this app from here. The app is closed. Let's close this app from background as well. We have removed this app from background as well. And let's start this app. You can see this. The data is locally stored. That's why the data is in the same position. By this way, you can create the fully functional to-do app by the use of Hive database. And that's it for today's video. Okay, bye bye. For today's video, we have come with more exciting video.